Good morning. Pretty good night's sleep last night. It was blowing hard when I went to bed, and it blew the heater out like 5 times. I guess that's what happened. I switched over to a new propane can. Maybe it was the propane. I don't know, but that thing wouldn't stay lit, and had me nervous each time it went off that it was still pumping out some propane. So I'd get up every time and get it started again. I did that probably about 5 times for about half hour and said the heck with it. I was like, I don't need it. It was climbing up to about 20 degrees last night, so went with no heat till about, I guess about 1 in the morning. I woke up and there was no wind at all, and I said, well, let me try that thing. So I tried it and put it on about 40%, both burners, and it ran all night. So it's 22 outside, it's 51 inside. I had my coffee pot on top of that, and it was warm enough that it came to a boil and perk within like, probably 2 or 3 minutes of putting it on the Coleman. So that's the quickest I've ever made coffee. So, gonna have some coffee. We got some snow on the roof. It snowed a couple different times over the course of the night, so I don't know what we have out there for snow right now. Snowed a couple inches last night. I could hear it. Yep, you could hear it coming off the roof. Not really hungry yet this morning. I had those fajitas last night pretty late. Looks like I'll be eating fajitas for the next month right there. I got a pan full of them, so that'll be, we'll have some kind of Mexican burrito for breakfast, and probably fajitas for lunch today. So I think I'm going to brook trout fish handy to camp today. Do what I didn't do yesterday is put in a good hard day brook trout fishing and see if we can get a keeper, see if we can get a big one, see if we can catch some brook trout. That's the story for today. Maybe get you guys some fishing content on this trip. I don't really have a lot of good fishing content yet, but that's all right. Oh, I think that's about done. Looks pretty good in dark. This morning's coffee is that 8 o'clock coffee that a viewer had sent me. A viewer had sent me a really cool package that had a bag of 8 o'clock coffee on it, and it's been sitting on my desk waiting for me to take a trip. And I've been smelling it. It's been smelling pretty good, so I'm pretty excited to try it. I've never had it. And the nice part about fishing close to camp is I can come back here in the shelter and cook some breakfast anytime I want. Have some coffee anytime I want, but I got the thermos. This might be the best weather day out of the group, out of the bunch for the next couple days. I think we're going to get down below 0 at night tonight, and for the next couple nights with some wind out of the northwest, which is basically these trees over here. So I want to make sure that I'm out of the wind, because they're talking 20-mile-an-hour winds with, usually you get some pretty good gusts in there. Anytime you're on Moosehead, it says like 10 to 20. You got to add those together. That's how that works. It's not actually 10 to 20, it's 10 plus 20. So it should be 30-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow. Today, I'll look over today, but I can't remember. But at first glance, I said, well, it's a pretty mild day. It's going to be like a high of 20, 25, and partly cloudy with some sunshine mixed in. All right. Coffee's pretty well down. Pretty thick. Let's go see what it looks like out there, how much snow we got. It's pretty dark. A little bit, not much, about an inch. Can't forget my jack traps. She's still dark out, but it's gonna be light pretty soon, so let's go get set up. Woo, woo. We're good. Little shallower. 4 foot. It's fun getting all your sets in before the sun comes up. Feels pretty good. No other people out here yet. Pretty mild. It's like 21 degrees. Been a pretty cold year. a lot of sub-zero temperatures in Maine this year. I was thinking not last night, but the night before when I slept out, it was 15, just about 16 below. It was like 15.9 below. It was the coldest I saw. It might have dropped a little colder, but I was thinking, that I didn't put a lot of weight on that. Didn't really think much of it because I've slept in like 45 below zero before, but 15's pretty serious. There's probably only 2 or 3 other nights I've slept out in the tent as cold or colder than that. Might drop down in those temps again. They're talking for sub-zero tonight, and then tomorrow, the next couple days, sub-zero. So when they say that on the weather, usually it's quite a bit colder actually on the ice and down at lake level. All right, guys, we got activity. We got activity. We got a flag up over here. Last trap we set. Rocking and rolling. Oh yeah, she's spinning. She's not to the band yet, but that's a good sign. Just stopped. Going again. Do I have a band? Oh, it's a little tiny trout. Might have dropped it. Nope. Is it a trout? Oh, it's a tiger trout. Beautiful. Little tiger trout. This is Maine's version of a tiger trout. Look at that little beauty. 8 lines on them. A couple more of them and we could have some French fries. Activity. He's not moving. Oh yeah, there's a fish there. Not much, but there's a fish there. Getting a little bigger. Oh yeah, nice brookie. Nice brookie. I'll pull that up, show you guys, and pop that hook and get it back, because I don't think we're going to keep that one. Nice brook trout there. We'll catch and release action. He had somebody else's hook down his throat. I cut the line a little bit shorter. Oh, we got another flag up too. All right, cool. We got some activity this morning, guys. Nothing. He got me on the side of the hole. Yeah. He didn't get all of it. Now, guys. Close to light out. Guessing we're stripped. Nope. Still there. Got him. Ah, yellow. back off to the side a little bit. Maybe. Nope. Big nothing. Oh, he just hit right there. Brookie. That was pretty cool. He didn't have it, and then as I was lifting it to check it, he hit right there. Got him right in the snout. That was pretty cool. Let's get him back. Nope, came back. Huh. Nice. Oh, our perch flag's back up. Our perch flag's back up. We might have to move that one if we keep getting perch. Oh, he's to the band, whatever it is. Oh, it might be a trout. Feeling trouty. Oh yeah, nice little brook trout. Right there, I can get that. Well, that was cool. That one got to my band, so he couldn't take any more and get hung up. All right, a little mid-morning breakfast. We got 3 brook trout topside, couple perch, and threw them all back. So today, we're gonna do a little breakfast today. We're gonna do some leftover fajitas with eggs. So I'm gonna heat up the fajita stuff, push that to the side so we can make room for some eggs. I'm hoping the eggs aren't frozen solid, but they might be. But it happens if they do. Ooh, they didn't all make it, looks like. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna guess that's frozen. Yeah, that's frozen. A little less frozen, but still frozen. They'll thaw out in the pan, I hope. Man, that is frozen. That looks cooked. Steak fajitas. A little bit of shredded cheese. And a dollop of this campfire roasted salsa. Good smoky taste to that. We got our coffee. That's going to be breakfast. Huh. Just barely tripped. All right, we got some more activity, so I'm going to take the coffee to go. and go see what this is. This is the first time this flag's been up, so that's kind of exciting. We had 2 flags that haven't gone up yet. This was one of them. We'll see if I can do this with the camera and the coffee. Nothing. Looks like a hit and run. Not much left of that worm. Got a little nibbler over here. This is that ultra shallow trap. We'll put a new worm on and maybe think about moving a trap or two. Oh, we're at the band. Doesn't feel big. Something there. He's pretty tiny. Oh, he just popped off. Oh, he just popped off right there. That's alright. He wasn't very big. See if he comes. What you want to do, guys, is rewind that using the reel. The best thing to do is walk it out from the hook side if it's going to tangle up. It's pretty ugly out there right now. I'm glad we're in this cove. Little afternoon update for you. It's slowed down pretty bad. It's getting a lot colder too. I don't know why we're getting slushed up over here, but starting to see some slush. Not good. I don't know where that's coming from, just from the snowfall. The nearest hole is that one over there, which is pretty far. We're not getting water coming up from there. It could be from these streams flowing in. There's a stream over there and a stream over there. There's a lot of streams that flow into this lake, and especially this cove, so could be from that. It's not everywhere, so, but it might be a problem if the slush rises or if it freezes in. It could be a challenge getting my floor back. Might have to come by boat and get it when it floats in the spring. I'm out of the wind for the most part. There's a severe north and northwest wind coming in right now. You can probably see it. I don't know if you could see it coming across the lake. It's blowing less now than it was earlier today. That was like all just white from wind blowing snow that's already down. You couldn't even see that island or that piece of land out there. So it's blowing hard. I'm in a good spot right now as far as to be out of the wind. I got like a quarter mile of woods right here blocking me, and several miles over here blocking me. So that'll be good. Let's just hope the situation stays the same and I don't get slushed in too badly. One of the bad parts about digging down, you know, I dug a couple inches of snow out to set up the tent and everything, is that if you do get a slush situation, you know, you're the lowest point now to the ice. So could be that. It's definitely not from overheating the tent, because the tent's not getting warm at all. We might have some visitors tonight, guys. I'm gonna throw in a pizza for myself, and I'll have some food for those guys if they stop by, but I don't want to get your hopes up who's going to stop by, but it could be a couple pretty cool visitors later on tonight. Stay tuned. All right, we got a little afternoon fight going on. Just had a 2 flag spot at the same exact time. Fingers crossed we get that big brookie we're looking for. Or maybe a little tiny yellow perch. All right, first one. one strip. Ah, cleaned right off. Another one stripped. 0 for 2. Stripperoo. Crazy. Oh, I think we're gonna get a flag. I think we got a nibbler. Yeah. Perch or a little tiny brookie or something. Temp is dropping. Oh. Dropped it already? He dropped it already. What the heck? Actually made a run on that one. There he goes again. She's getting cold, fellas. She's getting cold. We're down into the single digits again. Wind's howling really good out there. I'm pretty well blocked here. I'm taking some wind on, but it's 4 degrees right now. Wind's blowing out there. It's blowing like 25 probably. In here maybe 5, but it brings it down below 0. But camps look good for the night. A little bit concerned about that slush. I mean, it hasn't come up higher than the floor, which is good, but I don't really love it under the floor because I know we got some serious cold temps coming again, and I hope my floor doesn't freeze down. I'll pop it up if I have to. Hopefully I don't break it, but hopefully it doesn't freeze down solid. But yeah, that's camps looking good for the night. Let me check and see how much propane that thing used last night. Pretty good amount. Pretty good amount last night. I hope it's enough to get through the night. I'll bring my traps in so they stay thawed and they're fishable for tomorrow if I want to fish brookies again. Might mix it up tomorrow and either go to a new spot or might try some cask or lake trout again. Been liking those boots that I got. I got a set of those what's it called, Norcross, I think. Norfin boots. They've been really good after 2 or 3 days of wearing them. You break them in pretty good. They've been great. Well, not much for fishing today. I mean, I fished all day. 3 brookies and a couple tiny perch. That's how it goes some days. You know, some days you smash them, some days you don't. We're in like a weird set of cold fronts right now with a lot of wind, and it's usually not the best. And tough time of year really to whack some big brookies. If you want to get those big brookies, you got to be here early in the season or late in the season is the best way for me. Got a pizza in there, got a deep dish Chicago style in there. It's been in there probably a half hour. Oh, she might be getting there on the bottom. I better take a look. Maybe. Pretty crispy on one side. She's steaming pretty nice. I'll show that to you guys. Probably steamed up the camera. So that should be pretty good tonight. I'll actually turn it down a little bit. All right, let's see how this pizza's gonna look. She's steaming. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty well done, I think. I don't always go for the deep dish. Every once in a while. Chicago style. Pizzeria Uno style. But yeah, I think that's done. It's been in there for quite a while. That's going to need to cool down, I think. It's good. It's got a good taste to it. Might be a little overdone in that oven there. Probably cooked it a little too long, but I don't mind it a little bit crunchy. Good morning. It's a chilly one this morning. It's 3 degrees outside. Probably not much different in here. I got the heater going right now, as you can see. But that thing struggled last night. It kept going out. And I don't know if the regulator is bad or the propane's bad or some wind was coming back through the pipe and changing it up and kicking it out or what. But every time it goes out, you know, the dials are still on. So I get nervous that it's just pouring propane that's unlit in here. I got a CO2 detector, but I think it pours it in until it realizes that there isn't a flame with the detector there, and it shuts off the propane. But I didn't get a lot of sleep because when I was running that thing, I kept checking to see if it was on, and then, you know, I'd wake up and check that thing every, I don't know, couple minutes. It seemed, make sure that the flame was on by looking at the reflection in the metal below it. But, and then if it was off, I ended up just shutting it off for the night because I'd rather go through a chilly night than worry about propane and worry about keeping that thing lit all night. So definitely not going to be the answer for me in the future. Gave it a fair shot, tried a couple different things, but I think I got to switch over to a diesel heater is the next option. But we got the coffee going, started. Might call it a day on this trip and just pick up and get everything off the ice. I'm nervous about the slush underneath coming up or coming up through or freezing my floorboards to the ice. So I'm nervous about that, and the fishing hasn't been phenomenal. So I think I'm gonna go home, regroup, and set up for the next trip and work on my diesel heater. Well, that's all packed up. I'm gonna come back with my spud bar just in case those are stuck down and do a second load. Almost got it all in one load. I probably could have, but no sense jamming everything up. Let's go get rid of this load and come back. That's it.